Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we need to reveal our dad joke of the day for Wednesday, June 25th. Where do pirates get their hooks? Second-hand stores. All right, and I'd like to thank Chones Wow for signing up as a Tier 1 Early Access member. Welcome, welcome. Enjoy your early access to videos. Feel free to add a word to the Wordle wheel as well as the bonus game wheel. And that does bring our count up to 125. So we are getting there. If you would like to help towards our goal of hitting 200, you just got to hit that join button under the video. All right, well, let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. Cran is interesting. Like could be short for cranberry. It could be in some accents a homophone for crayons, like the C-R-A-Y-O-N. Anyway, cup, rasp. Okay, we met cranberry and raspberry already. Strawberry. I wonder if that's a red herring or if it's just that obvious. Blueberry. All right. Anyway, let's read through these. Rasp, rave, straw, goat, hero, blue, plain, lid, jack, saw, flaming, napkin, chisel, and Swiss. I am very skeptical, especially because of placement, about our berries here, but it is there. So because I am skeptical about it, we're just going to put that in our pocket. Also, I am wearing a purple shirt today. So those are the days I do try to get purple first because I do have +2 to purple. So let us circle those, and that's definitely not purple, and see what else we've got in the puzzle. And we may need to harvest these berries for different categories because very suspicious placement. Very suspicious how easy that would be. Anyway, what else do we have here? Cup. A cup and a napkin would be things on the table. Maybe a straw. Like cup snacks and straws. These are like things that are like free from fast food places. A lid. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty convinced that we do not have the berries then. I think that this is probably yellow. It's yellow or green, but it's like stuff you get for free from the soft drink area of a fast food place. I don't know what else we would call that. That's very long though. So maybe we're splitting up crayon, blue. So what would crayon go with then? Because I was speculating that it could be a homophone, but only in certain accents, which might be a little unfair. I know in Philadelphia, where I lived for a while, a lot of people said crown, which I feel like that crayon has one of the most diverse amount of pronunciations among Americans. Let's see, chisel. I mean, we have a chisel and a saw. So what would rasp is a word. It means like to have like a raspy throat, like to have like a I don't know. I don't know how to describe that. How else would we describe that? I wonder if crayon is like missing a letter or like a letter needs to change. Like it could be gran for like grandma, but that's a stretch, isn't it? We've got Swiss cheese and jack cheese and blue cheese. Okay, so I think these are cheeses. What's our other cheese? Goat cheese. So that might be green then. Just kinds of cheeses. I don't know. Is the soda stuff, the cup and everything, is that going to be yellow or is that going to be green? I don't know. Let's see what the other two are. We had plane yesterday. I mean, I do think a plane, a saw, and a chisel are things used in carpentry or similar tools for carpentry. But I don't know whether a crayon or a rasp would be that. Rave, hero, flaming. Yeah, I'm not sure. I could circle these as like maybe carpentry items, and maybe there's a carpentry item I don't know, which is quite possible. So we need to figure out the other category, which is probably purple. Flaming, hero, and rave probably go together. Let's see. Flaming, hero, rave. I'm just assuming we're doing a one of each for our berries. That's just why I'm not saying those two would be together. Flaming, hot Cheetos, hero, rave. They're not even like the same part of speech. Hero, rave, flaming. I have no idea. I don't know that are we changing letters is kind of one of the questions. We're adding letters, changing letters. I don't see how flaming change. I mean, you could change to blaming, I guess. That doesn't really help me, does it? Rave, like I was thinking maybe names, like Rave could change to Dave, but that doesn't really work, does it? Oops, I hit my mic. I hate when I do that. Hero, Rave, flaming. Nothing's coming to mind here. Nothing at all. And that's a problem because I don't know whether crayon or rasp goes with or blue. So I mean, I could do these three with one of these two, but the problem is that I don't know which one to do. So I could make a mistake. Also, I don't like getting purple first without knowing what it is, but I've done it before. Flaming, hero, rave. The ing in flaming is really what's getting me. If it's a fill in the blank, how would that work? Flaming something, hero something, rave something, something flaming. I don't think something flaming makes any sense, does it? Rasp could be short for like grasp. Like if we don't need to add a letter, it could be grasp, but that doesn't really help me, does it? I don't think we're adding a letter to these other ones. I mean, we could do like crave or brave. Hero, though, like I don't think we're adding a letter to hero. Heron would make it a bird. We haven't had, oh wait, we haven't had birds in, oh my gosh. I was about to say we haven't had birds minus a letter in a while. Guess what we have today? Birds minus a letter. Crane, raven, heron, and flamingo. All right, that is purple. All right, and I'm going to assume that chisel, saw, plane, and rasp then is going to, like rasp is some kind of carpentry tool. And I'm going to think that that's blue just because it's a little bit more obscure for the tools. But I mean, you could mix up blue, yellow, green all day and make arguments for it. Okay, that was blue. So the question is, I mean, I feel like lid, napkin, cup, and straw is just slightly more straightforward than kinds of cheeses, but who knows? Like, I could easily be getting this wrong in terms of color. I did, darn. So no reverse rainbow today, but I'm glad I figured out purple before like locking it in. That was fun. Alrighty, cool. We haven't had birds minus a letter in so long. I forgot. I used to joke it was always birds minus a letter. Oh, okay. I'm glad we revisited that. That's fun. This is interesting. This was an interesting one. I don't know what a rasp is. I'm going to look that up. Woodworking tool, rasp. Woodworking rasp. It's a thing. What is it? Is there a wiki page on it? Yeah, there is. It's a coarse form of file used for shaping wood, metal, and other materials. Oh, okay. I think I've seen these before, but yeah, it looks kind of like a file, like a wooden handle with like a metal, like flat thing, and then it's got bumps on it, and you can just use that to like use it as a file. Okay, cool. I didn't know it was called a rasp. All right. Clearly I'm not a woodworker. Well, what do we give this? I think this is like a straight 3, but purple's crazy, especially if you haven't done connections since the start. Let's see. Hero raspberry. He's got a little head for the stem. I just noticed that. That's fun. Oh, they gave it a 3 as well. Let's check the bot. How did people do today? All right, yeah, not too bad today. But people are making mistakes. All right, well, let's see. Okay, so my order was 1 in 374. I am curious if reverse rainbow is more or less common. Purple first is 3%. That's actually relatively high for purple, but not that high, especially for a bird minus letter. Cool. Oh, I just noticed this was categorized beverage self-service items. I was so worried about the color, I didn't notice the name of it. But yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. That's a much shorter way of saying it. Only 4% getting nothing, so people are getting categories today. Yeah, it's not too bad. Let's see. So is reverse rainbow more or less common? So the real reverse rainbow is more common than the fake reverse rainbow I did. All right, so for whatever reason, the kinds of cheese was considered yellower than the beverage self-service. I mean, I think they could have been swapped easily. Yep, Barry. 45% of people falling for Barry. That's why we don't have too many people with no mistakes. I saw through it though. 45% of people are shuffling. Plain Jack. Oh yeah, Jack is a tool, but it didn't belong in that category. It belonged in the cheese category. Flaming for cheese. Interesting. Maybe thinking of flambe. I don't know. What flambe is not really cheese, is it? I don't know. Flambe is like a dessert. Never mind about that. I don't know what flambe is. I forget. Cran going with everything and anything. Cool. Let's see what people were locking in first. Yeah, so people are like, oh, berries, doot 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 doot. Oh, not even one away. Okay, what are we gonna do? So it doesn't make you lose, but it does make you not perfect. The cheeses, the blue, green. Okay, so I mean, even just like confident lock in firsts, it's a little bit easier to see the yellow than the green, but not by much. 15, 14, 13%. So like all of these could have easily been swapped around, I think. If you know what a rasp is, this is pretty simple for woodworking. But yeah, putting Jack in with the woodworking tools makes sense to me. It is a tool. So that's just a built-in red herring. Yeah, and that's the most common first mistake to do that. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Let's do the mini crossword. Guitar effect that mimics a voice. Ooh, I'm not sure. Red carpet figure informally. Robert De Niro's "You Talking to Me" line was one. An ad lib? J.C. Penney or Family Dollar? I mean, they're stores. Is it just store? I don't think it's just store from the downs. Hey there. All right, let's look at the downs. Dead set on as an idea. Ooh, okay. Permit or permit. Is it the noun or the verb? Classic crossword question. Either way, I'm not sure. Oh, this might be tough today. A little bit off. Home for monks. That's an abbey. All right. Successfully win in sports betting lingo. Oh yes, I'm very much into sports betting lingo. Successfully win as opposed to unsuccessfully win, or successfully lose. I don't know. Gain. Guitar effect. Maybe a wah wah. Could be. So let's look at these downs again. Dead set on as an idea. Dead set on as an idea. So you're like, I don't know if wah wah's right. Permit or permit. Allow. It's permit. It's allow. A little bit off. Let's look at these again. Red carpet figure. A celeb. Okay. Oh, is this weird? A little bit off is weird. Successfully win. Dead set on. Wed to. I'm wed to the idea. And this is just store. Okay. Hey there, howdy. All right, I got there. It was cash. Successfully win in sports betting lingo? Cash. I don't think cash is just sports betting lingo. All right. Wed to allow. All right, I got through it. It took twice as long as a normal puzzle, but I did it. How'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is worth the splurge. So expensive items of some kind. That's usually what that would mean. I don't think splurge would have any other double meaning to it. I'm looking at every E, and there's an X here for expense or expensive or something, but no, we don't have that. This J is interesting. It's not going straight to the W, and usually we would be starting with J, I would think. Although there are words that don't have J that don't start with J, but I'd like to investigate this. We'd have to go J-E. Jelly isn't here. We have jewel. The problem with jewel is there's two ways to do it, so I think we're doing jewelry instead. So let's see if we can get the spanogram, because this is about what I was thinking of, just valuables. So maybe it's valuables. No. Where would our poo? Where would our spanogram be? Maybe I need to find a few more words here. So we have jewelry, maybe like a purse, or I don't know. What are we splurging on? A wax. Oh. Let's look around jewelry. We have LGBEUF. fur coat or something? Fur something? Because I don't know. Fur is usually expensive. But what are we doing? A fur poo? That's when you adopt a poodle hybrid dog. A fur poo. I don't know. Connor. I don't know. Something's going on here. I don't know what it is. Scone. Yeah, you're splurging on scones for sure. I don't know. We have an X over here. What are we doing with that? Maybe I can't find the spanagram first today. This is weird. What would it be? I'm trying to. We're splurging on a watch. Is it so? Watch is here. Is it a specific kind of watch or just a watch? Oh, luxury. That's our spanagram. Luxury something. Luxury what? Because we got watch, luxury, luxury elbow, luxury. Oh no, luxurier. Luxury goods. Oh, come on. Luxury goods. There we go. Got the spanagram first. Now here's watch and here's jewelry. All right. Now, what else do we have? Converse. Convertible. That's expensive. All right. Wait. I have to spell it right. There we go. Gap. 2 words left. Handbag. There we go. That's our purse. And then fur. Oh, it's perfume. It wasn't fur something. Okay. There we go. Rings perfect. Nice. All right. What have you splurged on recently? We are about to spin the wheel to see what our bonus game is. Let's move on to that. And if you're a member and you've suggested for the wheel and you don't see yourself on this wheel, feel free to comment again. I'm not purposely excluding you. I might have just missed your comment. I do try to look every day. But yeah, let's give this a spin and see what bonus game we're playing today. Oh, word salad. That's a new one for our bonus game series. I have played this before. Suggested by Kyla Young. So let me boot that up. All right, so this is word salad, number 482, which I hope is today's daily. It wanted me to go through tutorials because I reset my computer. I wasn't going to do that. So this display on the bottom tells us the length of the words we're trying to find, and then our categories on the equator. So I'm guessing we're countries on the equator today. Let's see. So Ecuador would be one. No. Let's see. So, okay, we got a 5-letter, a 9-letter. So, okay, 2 5 letters. Do I see countries or is it something else? I see I was looking for Bangladesh, Bangalore. I don't know. Doesn't seem right. Ooh. I don't know which countries are on the equator. Indonesia, maybe? Oh, yeah. Okay. So Indonesia. There we go. And it got rid of letters that are no longer used in any of the other words, which can be very helpful. So I'm right. It's just countries that are on the equator. I can't help but think there's like a Bangladesh, I don't know. It's not here though. So I gotta think of other words. I feel like I'll recognize the names of the countries if I see them. I keep wanting to do Cuba. It's not on the equator, and also it's not here. But also it's 4 letters. So lots of problems with that. Oh, maybe Ecuador is here. That makes sense. All right, there's Ecuador. Okay. We got the shorter ones left. I feel like the African countries. Angola? Oh, there's no L. I gotta think Africa. I may end up pulling up a map. That's I mean, It's a little cheaty, but it's a single player game. If I can't find these, I'll pull up a map. So I'm trying to envision. I mean, the equator kind of goes through kind of the middle of Africa, if I'm remembering right, and then like the top of South America. So like Brazil, definitely not here. I don't think it hits Argentina. Does it hit like those ones over there? The gosh, I'm just not. It's been a while since I played any geography games, and I'm losing my country knowledge. Maybe like Congo. Ah, yeah, Congo's here. Okay. All right. What else do we have here? Kenya? No. Not Nigeria. All right. Well, maybe I can find them just by searching this grid. What am I thinking of in South America? Colombia. You know what? I think those are too south. I think those are south of the equator. I'm not entirely sure though. Anyway, I think we got African countries here. Maybe there's an Asian country besides Indonesia. What do we have here? Gabon. Okay, and then what is this one? How do we even make a word out of this? Nagwad. Huh. It's either AU or UA. If it's AU, we have to do DAU and then G. That just doesn't seem right. Dog and Donga. So I think we're going UA. So it would be GUA. DN. Agwad. Nagwad. No. All right. Agwad. Is there some other way to draw this that I'm not noticing? Because obviously none of these are countries. Maybe I can start with the A or the U and go, oh, Uganda. There we go. I was trying to put the AU together. Okay. Yeah, that took me way too long. I knew all the countries. My recall is terrible for this kind of thing. Names, countries. All right. Cool. Well, that is it for this. It's not always names of countries. It's going to have some category, but they do not shy away from proper names in this game, which is kind of why I don't play it very much, because I'm just bad at proper names. It definitely has a trivia bent to it. And so people who like that kind of trivia will enjoy this. All right. Anyway, that is it for this video. But if you want to watch Wordle, you can just click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the games that I have played today, including the weekly series where I play a bunch of games like this one, word games and stuff. All right. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.